Hi guys, this is Brady Walkenbach, and this is my project for media installations with David Tenapple. For what I chose for the basis for my installation, it's called Quick Baseball. I took a baseball game between the Diamondbacks and the Giants in 2000 and from a game from 2014, and I chopped up the clips individually to try to capture the essence of the action clips that make the game what it is in my mind. A lot of people say that baseball is a boring game, and people that actually have played the game or are big fans of the game can kind of see that it really means a lot more. There's a lot going on that makes it not so boring if you really pay attention. And those are kind of the basis for the two quotes that I had in the beginning. So as you can see here, the different types of clips, we'll get into that in just a little bit, but here I really want to show you my max patch. So let's get over to that. And okay, so here's my max patch, and as you can see, I've taken it's just a simple max patch. It's got corner pinning, basic function, kind of old concepts from Max 6, Max 5, and what I've done is piped in the videos to their individual outlets and used the key selector function, so that way the user has interactive ability to pause each individual frame of videos. And I've just compiled all the balls, all the strikes, all the hits, all the outs from the game through 5 innings for both teams. So there was about over 200 clips. And as you can see, I have the Q Metro going, so it's playing all those videos individually right now, and they're all corner pinned to the screen. I originally tried to projection map it, and it didn't really turn out real well, so I figured this was more easy. I didn't want someone sitting down and not understanding why it was projection mapped, not focusing on why they should be watching the video. So here I have a little bit of the structure of how my project's set up, and once it gets to the actual screen, here we go. You can see how the videos are all playing in the respective corners. The top left are all the balls thrown throughout the game. The bottom left are the strikes. The top right are the hits, and the bottom right are the outs. So as you can kind of see through this video, as some of the frames are pausing, there's different selections on the keyboard, like S plays the strikes, and B plays the balls, and each letter next to it, so D on the keyboard and N on the keyboard, will pause those respective frames. And you can kind of see and capture and look at each individual element of the game, so all the hits. If you just want to watch his hits and kind of compare and see what they look like throughout the game or what happens during them to kind of capture that essence of the game. My favorite two to look at during this for the installation, I think a big bonus, or for kind of getting across that theme of capturing the game in its true essence, are the strikes and balls on the left. If you kind of watch, you'll see some of the pitchers cycle through and they'll throw from the same frame, but one frame is a ball and one's a strike. You'll kind of see that same repetitive motion in that essence, and that it takes them for their fundamentals to kind of kick in and get through. And I really like this layout of the 4-corner panel. I mean, I've gotten some criticism on it, which I agree, but you get to see success and failure from both sides of the game. So when a pitcher throws a strike and the hitter misses, you get to see the pitcher's success and the hitter's failure. But when you see the hits in the top right, you see the pitcher's failure and the hitter's success. So it's kind of a double-edged sword for both, success and failure. And you can kind of see that with the ball, the strike, the outs. You always see the aspect of the game from two sides, which I really like about baseball. It's not just one play affecting, there's always two teams competing against each other, but almost like two people are battling at one moment. There's a whole team contributing, but through most of the game, it's all about that pitcher and that batter and who's going to be successful, and are they going to need their team's help, or are they going to be able to handle this on their own, or are they going to help their team? So there's different dynamics that go into it, and I think it make it a really interesting, not only a really interesting, concept, but just that give baseball a sort of depth for people that don't really understand the game as much as, they'd like to, or that they, have just never been introduced to. So thank you guys.